Hey guys, just wanted to give you a little bit of advice. Whatever you do when you get a refrigerator, new refrigerator, or you decide to install a water line, do not, under any circumstances, install a PVC water line, ice maker line. I got this from the store a couple days ago, and I installed it a couple days ago. And I got my new fridge today, and I ran the required 3 gallons of water out of the refrigerator. I dumped the first 3 gallons out. And then I tried a glass, and it kind of had a salty taste and had kind of a weird smell. And my wife said maybe it's the line that I installed, because they specifically say in the owner's manual for the fridge to install a copper line. And I just thought they were being overcautious. So anyway, I installed this one first. And then through looking online at some reviews and advice, this one man said he had tried 3 different water lines for his refrigerator over the last 3 years, and the water tasted funny every time until he replaced it with copper. So that's what I did. I went to the store and I got a copper line, and I ran that, and I can tell you that it is a night and day difference as far as the taste of the water is concerned. With the PVC line, it tasted terrible. With the copper line, it tastes refreshing, and it doesn't have a smell. It doesn't have any weird taste. Now, I did install a saddle valve, which they tell you not to do, but it's not leaking so far. So when it starts to leak or clog or something like that, I'll just replace it with a real valve. I thought about getting one today at the hardware store, but I didn't feel like it, so I'll get one later. Now this end's not leaking, but the refrigerator's leaking. I'll show you where it's leaking, and I can't get it to seal, so I might have to replace the coupler on that, but let me show you how these work. Here is the type of compression fitting that fits on the end of that copper line. To my right is a new one, and to my left is one that I replaced because it leaked. But you can see the copper line is, let me put this down a minute. Sorry for the focus on the camera. The copper line gets threaded through there, it sticks out a little bit, and then you wind this nut onto your fitting, and it compresses this little brass piece around the tube and to the end. It's supposed to not leak, but surprise surprise, it doesn't work very well. So that's how it looks. See, this is one that leaks that I cut off. You have to make sure that your cuts are completely square. You use a pipe cutter for that. That's no big deal, and you just wind it around the pipe. But these little guys are pretty troublesome, so I might have to replace the one on the refrigerator upstairs because it's leaking, and I'm hoping that by some miracle it stops the leak, but I'm not holding out hope, so I might have to replace it tomorrow. Okay guys, and there it is on the refrigerator. That's the one that's leaking. You see I have a little tin can, little aluminum can underneath it to try and catch the drip so we can see how much is leaking, but I'll probably ultimately have to replace that guy tomorrow. If anybody knows of any fittings that'll go on this copper tubing that won't leak, please let me know.